All right, head back out to the range where Kyle from Defoor Performance is going to talk to us about accessories and modifications.
Hey, Kyle here at the Pascagoula Police Department's training range in Mississippi. Today we're going to talk about accessories for your gun. We're going to start out, I got my two pistols here, a Glock 17 that I've actually cut down in the back to a 19 length, and my carry Glock 19. I'm going to start at the rear, work my way forward. First off, the sights. You know, replaceable sights, they're available everywhere. I highly suggest, especially on Glocks, that you replace the sights. The sights that come on a Glock are plastic. They're really not worth a crap. I like sights with a 90-degree cut on them. That way I can use them for manipulations with one hand. Other things you can do, depending on how good your eyes are, some guys will opt for a fiber optic front, or maybe even fiber optic front and rear, because it helps them pick up the sights a little bit better. I like black on black. I'm just kind of traditional like that. Some guys like tritium sights. LE guys, probably a good idea for them to have tritium for those low light situations. Either way, on most pistols, the sights that come on them are not that good. So, you know, explore the aftermarket and get an aftermarket pair of sights. As we move forward on the gun, you'll notice on the 19 here, I have an extended slide release. This greatly helps out when I'm working manipulations with the pistol, especially with one hand. Here on the 17, this is a stock slide release. It's not that this is too hard to use, but this one over here is definitely easier. And I want to point out that all of these modifications are very easy to do. The only thing you would need to buy would be a rear sight tool to put the rear sight on for your particular gun. Other than that, most of this is plug and play. Other accessories here. If you look at the 17, this is a stock Glock magazine release. But what I've done is taken a Dremel, and if you notice right back here, I've cut away that with a Dremel to kind of relieve it. So what I've done is with a stock slide or magazine release, I've gotten basically an extended use out of it because I relieved some of that right there. Now over here on this one, I'm actually using an extended magazine release. This is the Vickers version. This is a little less offensive than most. It doesn't stick out as far, and it's not as squared off. That's important because your support hand grip, your other strong hand grip when you're shooting freestyle, sometimes will push that in if it sticks out too far. As we come on in, you'll notice the stippling on both guns. It's pretty aggressive where my support hand thumb rests on both weapons and the trigger guard for both guns. Because that's really a big important part for me is gripping underneath there with my support hand trigger finger. This is kind of a carry gun because it's full frame, so it's stippled a little more often. The concealed carry gun is left smooth right here because this is up against my body and I don't want it to tear me up. But I did do the back, so I stippled that pretty heavy and I stippled the front pretty heavy. As we keep going forward, you'll notice the 17 has a weapon-mounted light. And this is what I would consider more of a home defense gun. The light is on the pistol already, and obviously for LE and military, this is a good call. You know, goes good. For concealed carry, I prefer going without a light and having a handheld, and we're going to talk more about that later, handheld flashlights and such. One of the big things you'll notice on this weapon right here is the RMR, the red dot. Again, for guys with eyesight problems, this is a really good option. The jury's still out on if this makes a difference on like the top 10, 15% of shooters. I'm not convinced it's faster yet. It does pay dividends at certain distances, but if you're really good with iron sights, I haven't seen it make you that much faster. One of the last options you can do is a match barrel. Now, typically the Glock barrel, if we take it apart, a Glock barrel is very easy to take out. Everybody knows how to do that. You can buy match barrels like this KKM that simply drop right in. They're made to fit right in, and you're looking at how long it takes. I mean, 45 seconds or so, a minute, something like that. We put that in. And that's probably one of the best investments you can make. About 150, 160 bucks for that, and makes a huge difference. I'm gonna hit the head down there on the target on the right. All right, that's 5 rounds right there, fired from 25 yards. I can tell you from right here, 2 are in the credit card, 2 are low and 1's to the left, but they're all in the head. And to me, well worth the investment. You're taking a compact gun and you're giving it the accuracy of a full frame by simply replacing the barrel. And of course, if you take a full frame and do that, it's even better. So get out there, get your accessories, get that gun shooting as good as it possibly can. We'll see you out there on the range.